I am looking here on Yahoo Canada's News. It says here the truth about the H1N1 vaccine. Experts provide answers to the top questions that Canadians have. Let's take a look at this link. Take a look at few of these questions. Okay, so how many shots of H1N1 vaccine will I need? Anyone 10 or older needs one shot. Look at this word here, needs. They haven't said why with any good scientific proof, but they say that they all need one. How about children? Children 6 months to 9 years old need 2 half-dose shots, given at least 3 weeks from each other. And infants 6 months and younger cannot be vaccinated. I guess they are the lucky people. And they are still giving these children the full shot. But the biggest one here is this one here. I'm hearing a Canadian study says getting a seasonal flu shot could increase my risk of catching swine flu. Is that true? At this point, no one knows. This study hasn't been published, and researchers in several other countries haven't seen the same thing when they look at their data. To be on the safe side, most provinces and territories aren't offering seasonal flu shots until after they give pandemic vaccine. Some are making an exception for people 65 and older who are at risk from seasonal flu but lower risk of the H1N1. So you're playing it safe without even knowing. Nobody knows. How can anybody know if it's going to cause problems to us or not? Yeah, I guess it's still okay to tell all these children to take it. Oh, but we will only give you a half a dose, and then 3 weeks later we'll give you the other half dose. This is scary. This is tremendously scary in my opinion. And wrong. Totally, totally wrong. They don't even know if it's going to get it, as they have said in their documents. And the way I see it is if they did know and it was safe, they would definitely give you the information for it being safe. And if they did know it wasn't safe and they are still giving it to you, then they must have something up their sleeve. And it might not be in your best interest, and in fact, if it is that unsafe, it is probably in your worst interest. Now, I did some muscle testing, kinesiology, energy work, if you will, which is our own body's lie detector, if you will, to find out what is correct, what is incorrect. When I did this work within the swine flu and the regular flu, the results that came back was that it is a very dangerous vaccine for the swine flu, and it's not really dangerous for the regular one. It is safe with some dangers to it. That's the type of energies that came back for that. So if my body has told me myself that it is not safe, there is no way in the world I could even think about getting it. And I'll even ask the doctor, are you getting it? Are your kids going to be getting it? And even if he says, oh yeah, we are, I'm still not going to take it. And I'm hearing stuff now that the schools, if their kids don't take it, are potentially going to kick them out of school. Well, I guess this might open up the new age for homeschooling for the smart parents who refuse to give their children the swine flu. And those parents, to me, are intelligent enough to know something is fishy. You look at the ingredients. They are apparently very, very dangerous. And even when you get that flu shot, you get a little bit of that flu, as they say, so you can be immune to it. Now we look at the whole difference with the Eastern and the Western medicines. You don't see them too much trying to promote these new medicines or work towards these new medicines to actually work. No. It's all about the pharmaceuticals. And of course, a lot of their drugs man, they give you some serious side effects. I've already been affected by so many serious side effects because I had to take the drugs that they wanted to give me. I don't see anywhere on there where they talk about possible side effects. Nothing on that article talks about side effects. Maybe I'll even ask the doctor what their studies for that have shown. Anyway, I put up a new picture up there. I don't know if you can read it. I'm kind of thinking that unless you go full screen, you can't read the top part. What it says is red pill for truth. And the supporting the abolishment of evil and corruption. And this, to me, is evil. The swine flu shot, to me, seems very corruptive, very evil. I know I've had a hard time, even myself, believing that the powers that be would want to control the size of the population. This could be one of the ways that they're trying to do it. But whenever you hear something where they say, nobody knows what it's going to do, if it's going to give it to you or not, if that doesn't sound fishy, then I don't know what sounds fishy. Thank you all for watching. Peace and light. And please do your research on the swine flu vaccine before you make any major decision. Peace, everyone.